After a recent Florida shooting that killed 3 people, including a journalist and a 9-year-old girl, local safety experts are encouraging preparedness and situational awareness. The St. Joseph Safety and Health Council offers educational sessions and trainings for residents interested in preparing for active shooter situations. The training is offered to companies, church groups, and civic clubs. Council Executive Director Sheldon Lyons said the curriculum is aimed to install a tactile mindset and practice situational awareness.
What we do is we just get people to think about where they're at while they're out in the community. When they go to the movie, do they sit on the edge or do they like to sit in the middle of the row of seats? When they go to a restaurant, do they ever think about choosing a seat where they can kind of see the door, the entrance to the restaurant, the parking lot? These are things that most of us don't think about, but the police do, because they realize they are a target sometimes. So when they make choices, they have these things in mind. And this is just great information for the public that keeps them a little bit safer when they're out and about and also when they're at work.
We have a link to more information on the safety course online at newspressnow.com.
The weather has just been absolutely gorgeous out here in St. Joseph today. We finally broke that 70-degree mark. Actually saw a high close to 72 degrees today here in downtown St. Joseph, and we're still hanging around within those lower 70s across the area. But dealing with those mostly sunny skies out there, so it's going to be an amazing evening tonight. If you've got plans for this evening, definitely go out and do them, or at least make some plans for this evening, as we're still, again, at 5 o'clock, as temperature is still 70 degrees here in St. Joseph, 70 in Maryville, 67 in Albany, and also still 70 degrees in Kansas City as well. Plenty of 70s across the board. Really enjoying the spring weather out there, although it is a little bit on the windier side. We've got sustained winds still blowing between 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 to even almost 38 to 40 miles per hour the further you go south towards Kansas City. So very gusty out there, but we'll still enjoy a little bit of a mild evening for tonight. I do want to make note there is a little chance we could see a little pop-up precipitation a little bit further out to the east of us. I don't think any of us are really going to be impacted by that, but just wanted to make note if you do see some showers off to the east, that is why. We're seeing just a little bit of that boundary continue to push through, but temperatures are still expected to drop at least into those mid 40s as our lows for tonight, and then we're eventually going to be back up into the mid to upper 50s again going into tomorrow afternoon. So not as warm as what we are for today, and unfortunately things are only just going to be trending downwards and downwards as the days go by, as we're going to be continuing to deal with at least that cooler pattern going to be settling in later this week, and also too going to be seeing those rain chances beginning to increase as well.
It has just been so beautiful. I'm sad